Hi Capricorns, Power and Light Tarot coming at you with the reading. Today we have another exceptional reading, Capricorn. Yes, we say that because just because, right? Because it looks like it, right? Yeah. And like Dorothy says, right, in The Wizard of Oz, because. And so I hope you guys are well. And in this reading, Capricorn, we see trust in divine detours, the coyote spirit. Yeah. So don't think he's going to bite you when you see him, right? Because I think they've had coyotes around here, and they did bite. Yeah, unfortunately, right? Maybe they were stressed out, right, at the supermarket a couple of years ago in the parking lot, right? But I live in a kind of a naturey area, yeah. So yeah, trust in divine detours. We have divine intervention, Capricorn, in this reading, which I find to be awesome. And before we begin, though, if you would like your own psychic reading, you may always get one. They're lots of fun, and I am accurate. I'm a Silva grad, yeah, and so, and also we do the tarot spread at the end, so we have two different insights after we're done with the clairvoyance. Now we go into the tarot, right? Yeah, and so they're very personal and eye-opening, and if you don't know somebody or trust somebody or something like that, great to get one on them. And, yeah, I can help you with potential questions about your future, for sure. And so if you want a free 5-minute psychic reading with Mystic Sense, that link is below. And if you would like a psychic, not a psychic, but a tarot reading unto itself, you may get one of those. So let's do this reading, Capricorn. And we see, as I said, the coyote spirit. Trust in the divine detours because it's coming your way. Yeah, and we have the wombat spirit. Now, I don't know. I guess a wombat is a bear, right? It looks like a bear. You could be saying, Denise, can't you tell, right? But, I've never really heard too much about wombats, right? And, they didn't have it at the school. So, that's how it is. I'm sure there was a bunch and a bunch and a bunch missing over there. I'm positive, right? So, if you know what I mean. Yeah, so the wombat spirit, be at home, is he's wearing these jewels on his head. And, right there, this is be at home. That's what this talks about. So the be at home, Capricorn, somebody feels at home with you, and I feel like divine intervention is coming. Now, maybe it's you feel at home, you're feeling at home about a career, right? That definitely could be. So this is a 14 because it's 68. And so what this means is this is change. There's some change here. This is 5. And the trust in the divine detours is a 7. So, sevens are about introspection. And so somebody did a lot of introspection here. They did. And so we see the devil, and here he is, and he's got this woman in front of him, and she's got an apple. She's not dressed. This is about, it's not really about a devil kind of being mean. This is about temptation and passion and sex. It is, yeah. It's about two people. It's a 29. It's an 11. So it's about you and somebody else for sure. And then we see this other lady here, and she's holding a doll. Yeah, she's holding a doll. It kind of looks like her, right? Interesting. And she's got the amulet here. And Dear Diary, kind of, her pages are flowing up. And this is also change because it's a 5, yeah, and so 32, right? And memories, lessons learned, and choices made. Memory is the diary that we all carry around with us. Yeah, Oscar Wilde. The importance of being earnest. Wow, can you imagine if everybody was earnest? Wow, right? Uh, so anyway, getting back to this, Capricorn, this is a 5. And this is change. And this woman closes her eyes as she contemplates treasured memories from the past. Somebody here wants to come back to you, and they are maybe completely unknown to you. You might not know anything about this. You may not. So, anyways, this is about her treasured memories. This person is desiring you. They look like they're lusting after you, like major passion, major kind of like I can't live without because this is so passionate, like crazy passion. This person feels at home with you. They do. And there's some change happening here because the divine steps in. And we have self-respect. Yeah, like, what's her name? Aretha Franklin, right? Respect. It's interesting in that song because she talks about when she gets home, I want some respect. You know, because she went to work all day, and I don't know what the guy was doing, just sitting there doing nothing. I don't know, but he wasn't giving her respect. Yeah, and so self-respect is what this is. And so here he is, or here she is, and she's going to ascend this path up to the castle where the hearts are there, and the fairy is waiting for her. And so this is kind of coming into owning your self-respect. There was a lack of self-respect here. And some type of choice was made that divine intervention is coming in to flip. Yeah, that's what's going on here. So to change, a divine detour, right? And yeah, and so self-respect. So when she gets up here, she is owning her own self-respect, right? And so this is a 10, so this is a completion. This is an ending. This is a new beginning with self-respect. Wherever we see an ending, we see a new beginning. Yeah. Yeah, I just ate Capricorn and I'm hungry now. I just finished eating and I'm hungry now. That's my new beginning, right? No, I'm not hungry now. And I didn't just eat, right? So we have boundaries. And here's, you know, the nice lady here. Of course she is. And she's holding, you know, this kind of candle and the moon is behind her and the owl is here. The owl, of course, is, you know, always about wisdom. All day long, right? And then we have, with it, we have the tiger. I feel like the tiger talks about desires or kind of, you know, taking action, like courage. And so definitely a higher self energy, right? So this is boundaries, interesting here. And somebody has learned some type of boundaries. You know, it could be boundaries not to let, you know, negative people in. It could be also, it has to do with self-love though, this boundaries, because here we have self-respect. So those boundaries are really important. They are. And yeah, so let's see what else we have, Capricorn. And we also have this card, dating. This person wants to date you. Yeah, they do. And so this person's coming to date you, and here he is with the flowers offering her. And she's, you know, she's up on the balcony, so he came to see her. I feel like this person is coming to see you, at the very least contacting you by phone or, yeah, but they are trying to definitely they are going to contact you. I should never say they are trying to, and because they're gonna. And let's look at the boundaries card. I was really trying to find this little book here, so I was kind of slowing the reading a little bit. Let's see. I want to see what a clear and healthy sense of self is a great foundation for love. Yeah. So somebody didn't love themselves. As I said, self-respect is here. You have drawn this card today because it's time for you to look at the way you have set your personal boundaries in the past as well as the present. Take a gentle look at these boundaries, at what these have created for you in your life so far, and to resolve to reset them where necessary. Somebody made poor decisions in the past because of a lack of self-love. That's how it looks here. And they're thinking about you right here, the memories. And here is a memory of desire. You guys must have had a lot of fun here, Capricorn. Whoever, if this is somebody from the past, this is, right, major fun. Yeah, there's no other way to look at this. So let's see what we have, Capricorn, for you guys. And let's go ahead and use these cards today for Capricorn. Happy spring, it's coming. Yeah, and the new moon in Pisces is a really good energy for spring. It certainly is, because it's every new moon is hopeful because it is seeding something for the future. But Pisces is creative and compassionate and wanting to make their dreams real, right? Because for a new moon, it's definitely that. So maybe you guys are doing that. Yeah, go check that out. It's right at the top of the comments. So let's see, we have Capricorn, and somebody here in this reading is definitely trusting their intuition, or maybe they went through some type of an awakening, because we see with the self-respect, this is a journey of self-love. And so this can be, an awakening can prompt a journey of self-love. Sometimes a journey of self-love will prompt the awakening, right? And the door here is the keyhole. So this is the key to self-respect after some work's done, or after some work is done. Because remember, the boundaries card says, look at the choices you've made and reset them wherever you need to. Four of Swords, Knight of Cups, the Hierophant, right? The Hierophant is at the top. He is top of the hierarchy, right? And but this is about, it can be about wisdom and beliefs. Wisdom because of the mentor aspect here, and he has the keys. So there's wisdom here. We see the wisdom here of self-respect. And the Seven of Swords. Sevens are about contemplation. We have a 7 here with the divine intervention. Yeah, so somebody really kind of thought about what they've done in the past here, or what they're doing at present, or both. I feel like it's both. And the Seven of Swords, we see the sneaky guy, Capricorn, but it doesn't always mean that. It just kind of doesn't, right? Sometimes it's the lone wolf. He's running away. This is interesting because it's not really about physicality because of the swords. This can be a plan. It can be a plan to, honestly, leave anything that was unhappy or anything, because the swords are about the mental, right? It can be a plan to, sometimes this is running away from my own kind of bad energy, sort of, or kind of your lower self. The Seven of Swords can be like that. Yeah, it can, especially here in the hopes and desires, right? Somebody might be also running away, like physically, they could, from a relationship in this reading because they chose poorly. Excuse me. So we start, the overall energy here is the Four of Swords, and it is introspection. It is introspection in terms of a foundation, or to create stability, right? Here's another 4 underneath, and this is knowing what's you're not happy with, or what to reject in order to have a foundation or stability in your life. Now, we know the self-respect card is to, when she ascends, into the castle of self-love and self-respect, when she gets there, here's the fairy, welcoming her. But she says, you have to walk up here, and there's learning on the way. There's signs, and they're not showing the signs, but you have to walk up here first. You kind of have to learn. You have to walk this path. And it is a path because it's a 10, so something ends. So there was some type of journey or completion, right, in that. Some type of, maybe it's a short-term journey, or it could just be learning. But this Four of Swords is the overall energy, and somebody might be dreaming, could be wishing or hoping. He's praying, right? We only pray for good things, or meditate, right? We never pray for anything bad. No, we don't do that. Or meditate for anything, to happen. No, we don't do that. And this is why the power of meditation and prayer can be huge, right? Or either or, whatever you want to choose. It definitely can. If it's hard at first, keep doing it, because it gets so much easier, because you become more positive as you meditate and self-reflect. Yeah, so it becomes easier, and then you're like, oh, I'm in my higher mind now. I feel better or more grounded. And so now you're not thinking of negative things anymore when you stay with the meditation. You get better at it. You get better at everything you do, Capricorn. So if you're smacking gum at work, you're going to get better at it, right? Let's see, we have the Four of Swords is the overall energy with the Nine of Wands. So somebody kind of suffered here. The Nine of Wands it's typically a suffering, right? The higher message here, though, is being resilient and kind of hoping to make it to the end, or being courageous and resilient, right? And plugging forward. And so here is the Knight of Cups here. And this is the challenge, is just love, bringing an offer of love, definitely. And sometimes this is self-love, but somebody wants to date you, so I don't think this is entirely about that. We know there is some self-love here because of self-respect, right? So, he could be singing that Aretha Franklin song to her, right? No, I don't think he is. And, she's looking down at him. It's really cute. He has his cape on here like he's coming as Prince Charming, right? And so it's hilarious, right? But it's so cute. And she looks down at him really happy, like, you came, you showed up. And she says, I'll be right down. Let me go get my, my sweater or whatever she says, right? And then I'll get the flowers when I come downstairs. Yeah, it's really, really nice. And so this is in the challenge, this Knight of Cups as love with the Ten of Swords. And that's what I've been saying. Something ends here, or there's a completion because somebody made a wrong choice, or they were in their lower self, or maybe both, that's not really clear. But now there's self-respect, self-love, and somebody is, with these boundaries, they're realizing that some things need to be changed or reset in their life. So here's the Ten of Swords to show it. Now, somebody could be getting really hurt here. There could be a third party here, or something's left behind. But that's not really clear, okay? So don't run with that. Oh, third party, no. Okay, the Hierophant shows up with the Six of Cups. And this is saying that somebody here, Capricorn, is from the past, really believes in you. And they may want to marry you here. Because the Hierophant can talk about marriage. It's possible this is showing that this person learned. They learned the keys to the kingdom, right? Which is the key to the universe, right? Project 369, the key to the universe. So we have the Knight of Pentacles, and it sits in the past, and we have the Queen. And so this is, a nurturing energy, the Queen of Pentacles. That may be you, definitely. There could be two earth signs here. We have the Knight, the Queen, and the King, Capricorn. And if this is this other person, they're really owning this. Or if this is you, because you're showing up 3 times, potentially. And there is power here, because the King is here as well. So there's major power in this reading. And we'll get another card. We have the Fool. So in the past, somebody has decided to venture out and have the courage and go to what they feel like they are really drawn to, what inspires them, the Fool. And this may be very spontaneous. This could happen overnight. Could just because the Fool is spontaneous. I feel like this person's going to show up and ask to see you dating. Yeah, they are, Capricorn. Maybe you didn't set boundaries with them. It's possible. But I feel like these energies are kind of about either you or them, like typically, like it's for one person toward the other, right? But, the oracle spread, although it is, completely within, the tarot or resonating or connected, sometimes it has its own little kind of separate energies that are showing up with those and, not necessarily showing up down here. It's kind of like the psychic reading. You learn this and that about yourself or somebody else. And then with the tarot reading at the end, now you are learning something else or seeing something else, right? Yeah. So we have the Queen of Cups with the King of Swords, and this is somebody making a decision in love, definitely. Now the Four of Cups is a rejection or a boredom. It's in the near future. This something ends right here, the Ten of Swords. And that is where somebody's bored or rejecting something else. Maybe it's a way of life. Maybe it's a person. That's unclear. There could be a lot of people here because the Knight, the Queen, and the King of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, the King of Swords, the Hierophant, and Temperance. I mean, the whole, everybody's here, basically, right? And if you don't see your sun sign here, your ascendant is somewhere here or some placements you have, and if it resonates, right? And the King of Pentacles is here with the Knight of Swords. And I mentioned that I feel like this is going to happen overnight. And I feel like it is. This person's going to come in very quickly, the Knight of Swords. And Temperance is in the environment with the Three of Swords. And this is the broken heart that somebody maybe broke their own heart, or there was a third party. There could have been a third party where somebody's married, the Hierophant sitting over the Three of Swords. I mean, this is general. It's a general reading. So, we're not jumping on that bandwagon. We're saying that's a possibility, right? And that's what these readings are about, possibilities, right? And so we have Temperance, and this may be a Sag, it could be, but Temperance is, when we see self-respect and boundaries over here with the Oracle, and we see Temperance, this is having self-control over self-mastery because of spiritual growth. Sorry about that if that came out as a little gulp, Capricorn. So this is beautiful in this reading. In the environment, somebody could be brokenhearted here or disappointed, possibly, because of this Ten of Swords. Right? And it's possibly that somebody's being rejected from another relationship or another situation. That is a possibility. And Seven of Swords, sitting in the hopes and desires. Let's check that out. Page of Cups. So I feel like somebody could be telling you right here that here they are, and they have left another situation. They could be telling you they really thought about it, the Seven of Swords. They could be telling you, I planned on leaving maybe because I love you. Definitely. We have love here all the way. That's the major message in this reading is divine intervention, trust in divine detours, and this dating card. Right? That is the major message. The major learning here is self-love. So here, maybe you're hoping they will bring this to you and maybe possibly, escape. This guy's just like escaping in a way, right? And let's see what else we have. And we have with it the Lovers. Yeah. So this is like a choice to walk away from. And that's what somebody does here. They make a choice. And we saw that with boundaries. It says, look at your choices and reset your boundaries. Yeah, and the potential outcome, Capricorn, is the Ten of Cups. And we see the happily ever after. The kids are happy, the parents are happy, and, doesn't have necessarily being necessarily talking about a family, but maybe you want one with them. We're not sure about that, but this is your potential outcome is your happily ever after. Yeah. Whoever is kind of dealing with this Ten of Swords here in this reading, I feel like is a person who's coming and who has been a divine intervention has hit them. That person has probably suffered. The Nine of Wands is somebody who has been wounded. Yeah, and here's the Seven of Swords and the 10. So, yeah, they probably have been wounded. And this Four of Cups is also the external energy here. Something external could be left, rejected, bored, and I think I mentioned that. But, yeah, we're going to end this reading. Thank you so much, you guys. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. And hit the little bell. Yeah, ding dong. Bells are good for you guys, right? They are. They provide healing. The church bells, they do any bells, yeah, Tibetan bells and all this stuff, they do. And sound, there's healing in sound, there's a magic to sound, there's a higher consciousness to sound. Yeah, it's fascinating, right? The world is, and the universe is, I should say. But yeah, go check out the reading on my other channel, the new moon in Pisces, and you can check out how it is affecting you, Capricorn. Thanks so much. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe.